Welcome to Light Up with Shua. I'm your host, Shua. Thank you for watching this podcast and listening to it. The episode that you're going to watch is I collected the clips of different interviews and put the last question that I usually ask, which is what lights you up? So, what lights you up? Please let me know and enjoy this episode. It's a collection of different interviews. I hope you will enjoy that. And please send me your feedback. You can find me on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter. And you can find the podcast on iTunes, TuneIn Radio, Spotify, Castbox. And you can watch on YouTube and the Groton channel. So please stay tuned and enjoy this episode with my multiple guests. What lights you up?
Well, I have to say, I mean, it might be a bit of a predictable answer for me, but Islam is really the thing that I've really devoted my life to, and it informs everything else in my life. And I feel very fortunate to have been able to learn Islam and to have so many amazing Muslims in my life.
So, what lights you up?
This lights me up.
What is this? The interviewing, conversation?
No, getting to know people.
Good, okay.
I mean, to me, every time I meet someone new and learn about something that I didn't know, that lights me up.
What lights you up, Faiza?
What lights me up? Probably my family.
Okay.
Family. And within my family, just one person.
Okay.
You know who.
Okay, your husband.
Yes.
That's very good. That's
Yes.
very good.
He lights me up. He does.
Very nice. Very nice. Well, I hope he keeps lighting you up. What lights you up?
I loved thinking about that.
And I will once again ask you, maybe you'll answer differently. What lights you up?
Well, I will answer differently because I'm thinking about being in a kayak with another dear friend in a kayak, and we heard a loon. That lit me up. So to be paddling in that kayak with you and hear that loon, wasn't that just magic?
The inspiration that I received from the great masters of our times like Rumi.
And what lights you up? What lights you up? In all the chaos and the goods and the bads of life.
I think I answered the same way that when I look at my children and their gestures, their understanding of life, when I look at that spark in the eye and I see them as wholesome human beings, it lightens up my day.
What lights you up, Dilara?
What lights me up, I mean, it all is the same thread, right? What lights me up is when I have, whether I aim to do it or not, is when I have served someone and I can see it, or they've shared it, or it's made a difference, whether they say it or not, it's made a difference.
Anything that comes to your mind before I ask you my last question that you have an urge to say or share?
No, I have an urge to hear your last question. I'm very curious as to what
My last question is, what lights you up? It's light up with Shua, so it has to be related to the light. What lights you up?
I would say it's very simple, my family and my work.
Okay. Okay.
Freud said the truly healthy person can love and can work.
Who said that?
Sigmund Freud.
Oh, Sigmund Freud. Okay. Who doesn't know him?
And the love of my family especially, and other people in my life, but and my work has a great meaning. So that lights me up.
Wonderful. What lights you up?
Dancing.
Dancing. Yes. What lights you up?
I get lit up, apart from my kids and so on, when magic happens, when interaction between people, particularly if there is any initiatives that has to do with building bridges and people come together across differences, difficulties and so on. And then magic happens and I feel incredibly lit up by that.
Thank you so much. Wonderful.
Thank you.
What lights you up?
What lights me up? Faith in humanity.
And my last question to you is, Rabbi Shira, what lights you up?
My family, music, being with people I love.
Wonderful. What lights you up?
What lights me up? Personally, there's some things I love to do in life. I am a scuba diver.
Oh, okay.
And I go once or twice a year.
Oh, you
which
should have
isn't
told
a
us
lot.
more before.
I'd love to do more of that, but it's an amazing thing. It's a great environment to be in. It's very relaxing for me. It gets my adrenaline pumped, and when I see the fish and the coral, and I really enjoy it. And I get to do it with my son now, who's old enough to do it with me, so that's enjoyable. But also being a father, I really love going and watching my son play baseball as much as I can. You know, that's my happy place. You know.
Wonderful, wonderful. Well, Dr. Joe, thank you so much for coming.
Oh, you're welcome.
And my last question is, what lights you up?
You know, I think that I must say that this is a very profound question, and I don't really have a profound answer because I'm just so busy, always going. I think what lights me up is not everything daily, but I feel that there is so much to do, and part of me feels that somehow, magically, that I may have the ability to do something about it. I'm not sure what it is.
And my last question before we end this very rich and very interesting conversation. I really enjoyed Daniel. What lights you up?
The first thing that lights me up would be thinking, engaging in contemplation, and then the feeling of solidarity in groups. You know, the feeling I recently taught prisoners and 3 hours I was on my feet in an unair conditioned room, often sweating, but there was a true light that emerged in our class, and that's the first thing that comes to mind. Of course, my little 3-year-old Elijah, he goes to bed at night, also warms my soul as well.
That's nice. Wonderful. Wonderful. Well, really appreciate it. Thank you for your time. And I hope to speak to you again. I hope our conversation doesn't end here.
No, sure. It's been a pleasure and a delight. And I love the format, and I wish you great success with the podcast.
What lights you up?
What lights me up? Oh, what do I like? Whenever I think of dancing, I feel pretty happy.
Oh, now my last question is, what lights you up?
I would say being part of a community.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's it?
Yes.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank
Okay, my last question before Ride's battery dies.
3%.
Okay. What lights you up?
My children.
Excuse me. Not everybody said that in my interviews, so.
Sorry, that's the most common answer I've
heard.
Yeah, I know. What lights me up is anybody, me or anybody else, pursuing something they're passionate about. So me making music, that lights me up. The reason teaching lights me up is because I'm helping somebody achieve something they want to achieve.
And you can see the results
Yeah,
Does that helps?
There's that look in their eye. There's that quality in the voice that just comes alive when someone's genuinely doing what they want to.
Side.
Life. There's so much amazing stuff every single moment. It's just waking up in the morning is such a blessing. I mean, there's everything. It's like it's I don't know. It's I guess how you perceive things.
Well, thank you so much,
Thank
both
you.
of you, for your time. I hope people will enjoy our conversation and take something from our interaction with one another and our conversation. Thank you for watching this episode with Light Up with Shua. This is season 1 and it will be ending around in November and or beginning of December, and I will be beginning my season 2, so stay tuned. I hope you have subscribed to the podcast. If you haven't, please do so. Share, rate and review, and all kinds of programs are coming. You will see some travel programs with me, and I don't want to give out too much, but if you visit my website lightupwithshua.com, you will find some upcoming programs and what I'm going to be doing, and also if you have subscribed through YouTube and other platforms. So thank you for watching, thank you for listening, and I hope you will visit my website and send your feedback and enjoy the podcast. Take care.